What's up guys, Jeremy here. This is just an open tag response to the Frugal Gamers question, what is the one item in your collection that you love the most? So I just checked that out here on YouTube, and yeah, for me that's a little bit difficult. Right now, as most of you know, I'm into video game collecting, but I'm also into other different types of collecting, from records to movies to some comics and games, etc. But actually the one thing is that I've been collecting a number of different items through life experiences, and I'll give you a quick little rundown about some of those stuff as we go along here, and then I'll show you some of them. Alright, so I'm just taking you to another room here. I pulled out some stuff. It's going to be a little dark here for a sec, so I apologize. And just so you know, one thing is I'm actually pretty heavy into sports. Alright, so I'm going to show you two boxes, and this is just a very quick glimpse of some of the things of items that I've had collected through life experiences. I'm just going to pull off the covers on a couple things here and start with this box. Alright, so in no particular order. You might find this kind of interesting. It's a little bit messy because I didn't organize it right, but this is just a copy of something I have. One of the things I kept a copy of, and I think it's kind of cool, was my first paycheck. Now, when I was in 4th year university, I had the opportunity to work a season with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment and NHL Enterprises Canada out of Toronto and New York with regards to the 50th NHL All-Star Weekend and Fantasy. Alright, so here's a copy of my paycheck. I thought it was cool because then it's kind of proof that I worked in the NHL, and that was to work on the All-Star Weekend. Through that, I collected so many things, meeting hockey legends, all-stars, Hall of Famers through sports. There's Brett Hull, Yari Curry, and it just goes on and on and on. Alright, a number of classic players, and I'll show you that in another video and stuff. But I do have a ridiculous sports collection, which I'll show you at some point down the road, and we'll go from there. Alright, just moving along. Now, one of the things I'm just pulling out of here, again, I think it's kind of cool. A year ago, I had the chance to go on a Ferris Bueller challenge. Basically, I watched the movie and wrote down every single thing that Ferris Bueller did in the movie, and then I came up with a plan, which is right here. Then itemized the plan, talked about the overview, the challenge, how it would be done, how much time would be done, all the different objectives and stuff, and made it into a mission. So you see right there on the date, the location, in military times, the hours, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to achieve. So keeping different things along the way, some souvenirs I found really cool. Again, getting into sports, I'm pulling out so much stuff here, so apologize. The one thing I had the chance to work on, and I kept this, I will never wear it again, I just keep it, was that in 2006 I had the opportunity to work on Super Bowl XL. It was in Detroit. This was our host committee jacket, so all the staff got a jacket. There you see host committee, and I ended up getting a Pittsburgh Steelers team signed football, which I actually traded for a Super Bowl 39 team signed New England Patriots helmet. So the reason I did that is because I'm at the end of the day, I'm actually a Michigan man. Tom Brady went to obviously New England, and then just followed him there and stuff. So at any rate, there's that. And also, actually, one thing you might notice here, this is a little pin I got when I did my grad studies in New Zealand at Canterbury. I did do some stuff over in Canterbury. That's the home of the Canterbury Crusaders and most of the New Zealand All Blacks. That's the national team which recently completed or won the World Cup. And here, I know it sounds, don't worry, it's not that kind of grass. I actually kept some of the grass that was on the field there at, it was formerly Jade Stadium, but now it's just the regular stadium there, after the All Blacks played Australia and stuff. So some cool things kept like that, and also having traveled and stuff, primarily through sports, but if I've gone to different countries, if I climbed different mountains or done something cool, I always kept a souvenir, and it's actually rocks, okay? So at the top of a mountain or something, I always kept different rocks. Each of them has a different story, from a different country, and they just look like rocks. But again, it's kind of like memories of different things completed. So there's that. But if I had to turn it down to one item, and this is a little bit cheesy, but I'll just show you right here. It's the first thing I see every day I wake up, and the last thing I see every day when I go to sleep. It's this replica case right here of Canadian Club. All right, this past year, my hometown Windsor, the home of Canadian Club, through Hiram Walkers, what ended up happening was a company that owns Canadian Club now, based out of England, reignited its previous promotion from the 1960s, where they hid cases of CC all over the world. Now there was a competition again between Team Canada and Team USA. 4 people were selected from Canada and USA to go on this adventure of a lifetime to potentially find a hidden case of CC. Now, I will post a link to hideacase.com. Of the original cases that were hidden, only so many were found, and there's still cases that are missing. And some of them, we have a rough idea, to be totally honest, of where they are. So, unfortunately, I didn't make Team Canada as an actual person to go on the event. But one of my friends out of Toronto actually made it, and I helped him get some votes to get on the team when I didn't get shortlisted. When they came down to Windsor for a heritage tour, they invited me out, and they actually made me an honorary member of the team. So what I ended up getting, I'm just going to open up the case here, was actually Team Canada. There's a jacket there, a Team Canada jacket. Only 5 were made. 4 of them went to the original Team Canada members, and I have the 5th one right there. Now with this said, these cases here, it's just a reminder that there are cases still hidden out there. If you want more details on that, I will again post the link, hideacase.com. But for me, this is something, I've represented Canada in sports, I've done other things, I've traveled the world. The one thing that would be so cool though, to be totally honest, would be to represent my hometown of Windsor, to go on an adventure and find one of these hidden cases. So down the road, we'll see what happens. I have the skills, I have the background, I have the knowledge of how to do this. I couldn't do it alone though, I'd have to build a team. So hopefully to do that someday soon. But if there's one thing in my entire collection of every single thing I have, all the priceless stuff I have, the one thing that I think would symbolize everything would be this case right here, a replica case of Canadian Club. And hopefully down the road, we'll be able to find a real one. Alright, so that's Jeremy signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you all soon.